Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have an interesting comparison today. This is 1 week difference, guys. The Indy Pro for Blessing Awodibu. He placed third just last week. And just a couple of days ago at the New York Pro, he placed sixth. There was one gentleman, Dorian Haywood, not Hayward. I apologize, guys. I used to call Kevin Lavrone all the time. Same deal. It's Dorian Haywood. He defeated him at the Indy. He lost to him at the New York Pro, and he placed sixth. He placed third at the Indy, but there was a couple of other factors, of course. Nick Walker. Hassan Mustafa, he was there as well. So, did Blessing drop the ball in 1 week? Did he fill out more? Did he dry out more? He should have dried out more, but he didn't. I think he tried to fill out more. Looks a little bit fuller in the biceps and the pecs. Now here's a different front double bi. Take it for what it is. Sizing is a little bit difficult. I think the camera angle is a little bit lower for the Indy, making his legs maybe look a little bit bigger, but I don't know. They might be a little bit more filled out for the New York. So there was a couple of poses, namely this front double bi, that he may have looked a little bit better at the New York Pro. But I think as a whole, and as we will see as we go through the poses, I think we'll see that the Indy Pro might have been better conditioned, drier, but he looks better. I gotta say, he looks better in the front lat spread. He's doing it totally different. It has nothing to do with the conditioning. And you guys sometimes criticize this way that he is hitting it at the New York Pro. He's kind of going turtle. Looks like he's downhill skiing, you guys have said. Gets criticized, but guys, you got to think. Judges are looking at this. They're going to pick the one with the bigger lat spread. And it is maybe an illusion because you bend back. But at the New York Pro, he just looks like he means more business. But like I said, that's all the display. And in a comparison like this, I like to look at the differences of the physique, go to the side. And he has filled out more. The upper body. Look at his pecs. They're more vascular for the New York. But he could be drier. And you can't really see here, but just a little glimpse of the glutes looks a little drier for the Indy. And that can happen. If you go in too full, you look better conditioned from the front. You're more vascular, you're bigger, you're able to flex, but you sacrifice that dry, so you can be flat and dry or big, full, and not so dry. Hoo-ah! Now this is a pose that Blessing should really milk. This is an awesome shot for him. And in my opinion, he looks better for the Indy in this one. Actually, the delt separation looks a little better, but he's hollering, you can see. Wah! And that gets the veins going. Midsection, he looks better for the Indy. Of course, it's taken at a little bit of a different posture. Again, guys, whatever he did in that 1 week to fill out those pecs, whether he let them rest, maybe he trained them too hard before the Indy, maybe he trained them just at the right time, let them heal up. Either way, guys, go to the side tricep. And again, I see the fullness of the pecs for the Indy. Or for the New York, rather. I apologize. But now, if you look at the Indy Pro, he is much drier. You can see. And the shot is taken at a different posture. I like how he kicks the heel back there for the Indy. Midsection, obliques, much drier, much better. And even in the wheels, and you can really see this time, from what you can see from the glutes, he is a drier version for the Indy. Turn around for the back developments, and this is where it counts, guys. Sure, he was fuller in the pecs at the New York. He must have filled out. He must have really carved up. Must have really, went all out. I'm going to get as big as I can. But you're sacrificing that finery detail. He's already a big dude. He's a big dude. Get as dry as you can. So now he's got to go under the working. He's got to work and build up some more muscle and then get as dry as he did at the Indy. Don't worry about carving up too much because You can obviously see here, guys, a little watery in the hamstrings. Take a close look at the legs. You can see at the Indy, he is really dry. And the detail in the back is night and day. He is so much better for the Indy. Rear double bicep, same story. Sure, you can get big, you can get vascular in the front, your pecs, your delts, your arms, full energy. But you turn around, guys, and you're a little moist from behind. And the drier version's going to win every time. Look at the detail of his back there. Not the biggest back in town, but it is very detailed, very dry at the Indy Pro. I like this version. He just kind of has to stop swinging his arms, I think, when he does the back shots. I've seen some criticism, heard some criticism about that. I can take it myself. You know, he flaps his wings before he hits the shot, and then he flaps his wings again. I think Kai put him up to that one. Anyway, with all due respect to Blessing Awodibu, a fine athlete, guys. Go to the abs and thigh, and this one is unfair. This is from the lineup. There was no good shots of the Indy Pro hitting the abs and thigh. It looks like he's out of breath here. Woo. You know what I mean, guys. And at the New York, this is he's hitting his mandatories. So he's warmed up. He's ready to go. So his midsection does look a whole lot smaller. I guess there's this one here. It's one more from the Indy, and I think he looks a little bit better here. But again, he was at the end of the lineup. It was distorted. I think it made him look a little bit thicker in the midsection than he really was. It's too bad, because I think this one would have been an Indy Pro, a victory, I think, for the abs and thigh. But I don't know, guys. He looks like he has a small waistline, genetically speaking. So, you never know with this guy. He could fill out, most muscular. You can't judge this one. Totally different pose altogether. But this does render some truth for what I was saying. He looks bigger. He looks more full from the front at the New York Pro. So he did, he carved up, I don't want to say it correctly, he carved up good from the front shots, I guess. So if you're going to do a photo shoot, do the back shots one day and then carb up good and then do the front shots. But either way, guys, little flat from the front, little flat in the pecs, the Indy, maybe a little less separation of the legs as well from the front. But that's it. That's just it. You're flat, but you're dry, and he was much drier from behind. So figure out the combination of the two. But first of all, put some more mass on. And if this is a competition, this is the winner, in my opinion. That is, that little extra size, the little extra mass from the front doesn't mean much to me. It was the back shots, the glutes. And guys, Blessing Awodibu gets a lot of criticism now. You know what? You guys were expecting a Dorian Yates, a Phil Heath, a Ronnie Coleman. The guy's making his pro debut. And you know what? I give him an A+ for building up publicity for himself. All this fighting on Instagram, things of that nature. Hey, it's attention. And it's all good. Look at how many videos there is on Blessing Awodibu. How many guys that play 6th at the New York Pro are going to get this much attention? So what he is doing is working, gets the eyes going his way. And I do honestly think he will fill out, and I think he will be a factor someday. So the guy definitely deserves respect. Not the easiest thing, guys, to walk out there on stage and pose all night and go do it 1 week later. He is a horse for sure. Hit thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.